Hello, Paul with you once again, and today we are going to look at a whole lot of charts. We will start with we'll be looking at USD Japanese yen. After we took take profit target was hit, what's next? We'll be looking at 3 different counts for you to prepare yourself very well for the days ahead of us this week, and we'll also be looking at other interesting charts with very profitable setups. And if you're able to wait till the end, I'll give you a bonus chart of what is happening on Bitcoin and the coin everyone is talking about, Doge. Welcome to another week of Wavematics weekly forecast. We will start our analysis with the pound USD. So with pound USD, we are looking at a leading diagonal for blue wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we are having a correction of WXY. So now we are through with green wave X, and green wave Y is on its way. So what we are looking for this week is a correction, a little correction here for us to get the next impulsive wave to complete green wave Y. Then we will be looking at a wave down. We will be looking at a wave down. So if you see, I'm having 2 counts for pound USD, and sometimes I do name my charts which are very clear, but I want to explain it to you so that you really understand everything on the chart. Whenever you see me having these alt counts under these lines, it's very simple. This is how you are going to interpret it. So with this, there is an alt count that where the numbers are, if you trace it here, this side, if you trace it here, that means this side can be blue wave 1, then we have an A, B, and C will be here. It will be green wave C of blue wave 2. So if this alternate count is in play, it's the same thing. So here will be 1, 2, 3, 4, then wave 5 is underway. I'm not expecting anything different, though I have another count, but these two, I picked this one to explain to you how these charts are when I do the labeling so that you understand it very well. So with the alternate count, we will have A, B, then C, but wave 1 will be here. At the same time, too, you can also count it in a leading diagonal way of blue wave 1. Then we are looking at the WXY. So, this week I received a lot of messages asking that how am I able to relax and trade very well. This is the secret, guys. There is no crystal ball in anyone's room, or there is no hidden secret anywhere. The whole thing is, if you prepare very well and look at all the alternative scenarios the market, the price action can give you, it makes you like a full soldier with a plan A and a plan B. If it does not play this way, you just move to the alternate count, not just entering any trade anyhow, because you have looked at all the likely possible scenarios. So if this one does not play, you can even get out of the trade and minimize your loss, because you know that the next alternate count is in play. But if you don't prepare very well and you are just trading with a methodology of maybe just support and resistance and other stuff like that, if it is not playing out, you have to wait till it finishes and now you know what to do. But with Elliott Wave, if you really understand what you are doing, you can really always get a plan A and an alternate count. As many, sometimes I have 3, I have 4. Why? So that I will not rush into any trade without a plan. And that is how I'm looking forward in training everyone who is interested to be able to do such things. The next pair we'll be looking at is USD Japanese yen. And last week we took a trade from the primary count, which is the count 1. Today we are going to look at 3 alternative counts in all, so that you know what to do whenever the market is doing. With this account, there is a likely possibility that this can be wave 1, 2, then this a possible wave 3, wave 4. So price can come to this level, then move up so that green wave 3 starts. But Alternatively, there is also another count which is a very interesting count. With that one, on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing a wave A. So we've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, blue wave A, and now we've seen an impulse up, which is wave A. So we are looking for a correction for wave B, then another impulse up for green wave C. When this one plays out, it coincides with our count 1, just that our count 1, we are looking for a very bullish wave for green wave 3, so it will break the top of this level. But for our alternate count, we are looking at price getting somewhere around here, then retracing and reversing to give us blue wave C. On that same count, there is also another third count. With that, we've seen green wave A. That green wave A happened within the 61.8 fib zone. 61.8 fib zone. So it qualifies to be the complete of blue wave B. So with that, then there is a possibility of price coming straight for blue wave C to complete yellow wave B, then price going upwards. So this is how we are going to trade this week. Whenever you have different scenarios in play like this, you just wait for confirming price actions. When we see something like this, that maybe we are having a correction like this, it can be a flag or anything correction. It is telling you that it's a correction for this impulsive wave to also come down. So we might come down. So once we break this low, once we break the low of this particular count, then we are anticipating that price should come this way before we go up. So now, but still, the count 1 is my primary count. So with that one, I'm looking at we getting wave 5 here. Then we look for a reversal signs to buy. But as we enter into the week, I'll keep on updating as we get more price action and know how we are going to trade it, just like we did last week. Our next pair we will be looking at is gold. With gold, last week we took this trade and it was a very simple trade, and now we are having a wave, yellow wave 1, 2, 3. So we are waiting for a pullback to complete yellow wave 4, then a final wave up to complete yellow wave 5 of blue wave 3. We are expecting something like this, then price will go up, and because it's a wave 4, it can also develop into a correction. So if you get a flag, you can sell for that wave C of yellow wave 4. Other than that, you can wait for the correction to finish and buy the wave, yellow wave 5. Our next pair is Euro USD. Euro USD too, I'm having 3 counts, and I'll analyze the first 2, then we look at the other counts. With that one, last week we analyzed this thing. We were looking for an ABC, and so when this was going up, we were looking for it to be a wave B. Then we have another wave down for wave C, but it did not happen that way. That is why always when you are trading, you have to wait for a confirmation price action based on your strategy before you take a decision. Not like before. This is just a forecast. How I forecast the market is different from how I trade. For the forecast, I don't need to be 100% right all the time, but if it goes my way, that is where the trade side enter. If it does not go, I stay out of the market and see what the price is doing. So with this one, now this is the revised count I looked at. That okay, then this might be green wave 1. So green wave 2 is finishing. So we are starting for green wave 3. The only problem I'm having with this count is the correction is too shallow for me. Typically, Euro USD have a fib correction of 61.8 most of the time, and pound USD have 50%. We always within that zone. This one is around 38.2. It's very shallow, but it is not breaking any rule, so it's just a guideline I'm giving. So it's possible that green wave 2 has finished. We will know with the subsequent price action. And with this same count, There's also an alternative that, okay, this green wave 1 might be an A. That is why I've given the alt this side A. This side might be a B. Then we are going up for green wave C. Green wave C. So when that one happens, so what we are expecting with this count is for us to start getting a correction. Once we get a correction, then we will get a confirmation to buy more and add up to our profits. Alternatively, there is also another count, but I would like to share a very good friend of mine chart, Mohammed Jenny, who is also in the Forex and Crypto Legends. His charts are very beautiful, so I decided that, okay, to share only my charts, let me feature this his charts with him because it coincides with my third wave count. So what Mohammed posted in the Forex and Crypto Legends Facebook group was this. So with this one, he is also looking at we getting a green wave 5. So the correction that happened, he is seeing it as an A, B, and C for blue wave 4. So this particular move is blue wave 5. So he's expecting price to move to complete this blue wave 5. Then we will have a bigger correction, which will suit the 61.8% within the 50 and 61.8% fib I'm talking about. So with this count, this is how it's going to. So we are not going to trade this thing blindly. As the thing is going up, if we see any sign of price reversing, then we will pay particular attention to this particular account. Guys, I was not hearing from Mohammed of late, and he made me understand that he was infected with COVID-19, but currently he's doing well. So on behalf of myself and the community, we are wishing you a very healthy life, and enjoy the rest of the day and keep on providing value to the community. The next pair we'll be looking at is the pound Japanese yen, and this is on the 4-hour time frame. So we are looking at a possible triangle with green wave 4 triangle in display, and with that one we are seeing another kind of triangle inside. So we break this top of white wave B. The triangle is still in play because we cannot be above that one. That one will invalidate the triangle. But once we stay in touch, we are expecting price to move a little higher, come down to complete the triangle, then we will go upwards. So now for me, I'm not buying this pair. I'm not buying this particular pair now, looking at the structure. So if I'm going to buy, then I'll wait for it to break the top of blue wave B. Once it's within this range, I'll wait for the pullback. Once I start getting the pullback, then I'll get to know that, okay, now it's a triangle in play, and I'll buy rather to complete green wave 5. So I'll keep you updated in the course of the one we get a potential setup. The next pair we'll be looking at is AUD Japanese yen. This was part of our forecast last week, and I did mention that most of the time, once we break the trendline resistance of a triangle, let's say the wave D of it, once it's a wave 4, it's a possibility of white wave 1 completely, and we will get a pullback to complete white wave 2, and that is what happened. And now we are seeing an upward. So this trade is still in play. So what we will be looking for this week is to, once we get, let's say, a small flag in the lower time frame, like the 15 hours, 30 minutes, depending on the strategy that we are using, I will look for a way and add up to this trade. So the same way, you can use your own strategy to also add up, because it's a very nice setup. Don't forget that there is a possibility of price also coming down, give us a bigger, let's say, an expanded flat like this, then go up. That possibility is also possible. So once price is in movement, the most important thing is to look at the patterns that is in play. The next pair we'll be looking at is USD CAD. USD CAD we did analyze last week, and last week we were here, so we were anticipating this wave 4 correction. and we did get it within the course of the week. So whoever watched last week's analysis should be able to catch this particular fall, because we said that once we get a wave 4 correction, price is going to come down, and we are expecting it to test this particular trend line. So what we are expecting is now we have wave 1, 2, 3, and green wave 5 is on its way. So we are expecting price to come down, but what we watch for, it is not like the trend lines there is there to support us from the daily time frame, that okay, we are looking at a very big flat, regular flat since 2016, but it does not mean that price is going to stop exactly at the trend line. It can break below it, but when you are trading Elliott waves, your trading methodology is different from the other ones where okay, it hit a trend line, I'm seeing a pin bar, so I'm buying. So you wait for price to get here and wait for something like a reversal sign. You see that price going up. So once we start getting a correction, then this is where we will buy, because now we've seen an impulse, we've seen a correction, then we can buy having the conviction that now price is moving. But we will not just buy at the trend line, because that can be it will not be a very high probability trade. It can go up although, but I prefer we wait for a reversal, wait for a correction, then we buy to get the next impulse to the upside. The last but one pair we'll be looking at is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in a very nice structure now. We've seen yellow wave 1. We've seen yellow wave 1, yellow wave 2, and yellow wave 3 is underway, on its way. And with yellow wave 3, we've seen 1, 2, 3, and now we are seeing a nice ABC. A nice ABC. And that can be the end of the correction, but I'm more particular with a triangle, that okay, we getting something like this. Then if we get another wave down, then that means a triangle is complete. That is why I've put in a question mark on the wave 4. So that means wave 4 can be here. Then we have A, B, C, D, E. Then once we get that, we will start looking for a buy setup to complete blue wave 5. After that, we will look for a bigger correction for yellow wave 4 before we go for a long-term buy for yellow wave 5. And our last pair we'll be looking at is Doge. The last pair we'll be looking at is Doge Coin, and this particular coin is not any crypto project that has a lot of backing, but it is a meme coin, and you know the internet is run by memes, so it's made it very popular. And the way Elon Musk really treats about it makes it pump most of the time, but it is something I don't invest in it for a long time. I trade it and get out of from it because it can dump on you. So these things we are analyzing. If you are buying it, you buy. Once it pumps, you take your profit. It's not a coin you can really hold for the long term. So now with this, I'm seeing a nice wave count on it. We are seeing blue wave 1, blue wave 2. Then we are seeing a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for green wave, for blue wave 3. So once if that particular count is complete, then we are expecting a correction, either a zigzag or any form of correction. It can be a triangle or any combination, complex correction, but we will be looking at it. So once we get this week, what we'll be doing is we will be watching it closely. So if you are still in the trade, it can pump up, and it can pump up and give us maybe the wave 5 somewhere here, but it's still possible. But still be expecting a 4 to come for blue wave 4. With this, we will be putting an end to this week's Wavematic Weekly Forecast, and in the course of the week, we'll be analyzing the other pairs other people also commented. So do trade and take care of yourself, guys. See you tomorrow.